Off the mud, came up, they ain't think that I could do it. Rise up, then I look back like, man, I knew it. Out the mud, was in the dirt, climbed up. Now I'm on top and it's stuck. Out the mud.
So welcome back to Out the Mud podcast, where we highlight everyday people who broke cycles, changed their family tree, and came out the mud with it.
Today's guest is Levi, a multi-seller in the real estate business, a man who went from average beginnings to a top producer and truly has been out here breaking generation curses, building wealth, and creating a blueprint for others to follow. Levi, thank you for being here. Let's get into it. This is your girl, Coco.
It's Hollyhood Tay.
And we have Levi.
Out the Mud podcast.
Welcome. Levi got on that green. I love it. Green is money.
Exactly.
Green is money. Levi is saying we get to the money.
Got to.
And how about you tell the folks what you do and who you are?
Okay, so my name is Levi Austin. I'm a Georgia realtor, so I sell houses. I also have my own auto dealership. So I have my Georgia auto dealer's license. I have had those for about 4 years now, and I've been a realtor for 2 years now.
Oh, wow. And
awesome.
We're going to get into your business, definitely. But say what you finna do? What we got to do to break this ice?
All right, so before we jump into the deep stuff, let's do a little icebreaker. If someone dropped off $50,000 in your hand today, but you have to spend it in 1 hour only, who is the first person that you would call?
Myself.
No, you gotta call somebody. Don't cheat.
If I can't call myself, probably my mom.
You go shop with your mom?
Mm-hmm.
I feel that.
Because an hour ain't really enough. I mean, an hour is enough time to go to the bank, but if I got to get rid of it and they saying like you got to spend it or something, it's either going to be on a car, probably a car. I'm probably going to go straight to the dealership.
And get a car?
Absolutely.
If you called your mom right now, would she pick up?
She would, but it's going to be a lot of noise in the background. So.
Oh, she outside?
No, she watching TV. She watching football and all that on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Mama is a sports person. I
she
like that.
to yell at the TV, so she'll be yelling at the podcast.
Especially if she watching the Falcons play. They make
Facts.
We done already got done with them today. I don't want to talk about them.
Did they win?
No.
They didn't win.
No.
I don't know why y'all love these people.
All the way overseas.
I don't know why y'all love these people.
I don't know.
But take us back, since we already know Mom is your right-hand man, your ace boom coon. I can feel that. You know, I be following you out. Say, oh, yeah, he love his mom. But take us back to what it was like, the environment you grew up in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think I had a traditional, in a sense, quote-unquote two-parent household for the first few years of my life. And things sort of just shifted. You know, like my dad lost his job. The economy got bad. My mom changed professions. So she took a pay cut. And, you know, so I sort of went from getting whatever I wanted to not really getting what I wanted at all.
Yeah, that happens too.
So I think that, and I think that's a lot of people who are around my age story, especially those who were younger when the housing market crashed. Like that affected a lot of people.
That.
Like 08, 09. So, yeah.
So, due to the fact, because you said quote unquote two-parent household, so that means the dad was in and out, or?
I wouldn't necessarily say in and out physically, but I would definitely say in and out
mentally.
Like mentally.
Yeah.
I think, you know, losing your job and going from being a person that, you know, can take care of your family to not being able to.
Yeah.
I can only imagine
it can affect
the mental toll that would take on someone.
Yeah. Okay.
So little Levi, like, how was he as a kid though? Like, were you like just chill like you are now, or were you a happy person? Like, was it any time growing up that happy person became a dull person, then came happy? Like anything of that?
I think I've pretty much been the same person my entire life. Like I've always been outgoing, talkative when I want to be talkative,
Okay.
but also about my business and very focused.
I see
That's
that.
something I can always remember about myself from the time I was probably 2 or 3 years old, just always focused about my business, focused on learning more, figuring out ways to get better every day, to do things differently every day. So I can't say that things necessarily have changed. I will say that, when you see so many changes happen, like as a kid, and I'll even say, like, during college, and you see changes happen financially, and you sort of struggle through things, and you try to get through adversities, and we've all been through adversities at the
Yes,
end of
we
the day, but you
have.
try to get through adversities the best that you can.
Yeah,
That can definitely
absolutely.
change your spirit. But I'll say that I try not to allow those adversities to really change who I am as a person.
I feel that. I
So
feel that. So with I definitely commend because, you know, I feel like sometimes growing up we either changes our whole demeanor and our personality and adjust it to what our upbringing is. And then sometimes people just stay grounded to like them. So I feel like you have just been that person to stay grounded as you are, and just by your example, what you just said. So with that being said, like, did you see anyone in your family that was successful, or were you the first person to think bigger in a bigger picture to say, hey, I want more out of life than this, and I don't want to be able to be controlled by X, Y, and Z?
that's a great question. I think people in my family define success differently, and that's really a story for another day. But when I look at my family and think about success, because to me success isn't material things,
Right.
it's not my money, it's not cars, clothes,
Yeah.
it's the fortitude that you have to be able to keep going, and the way
Absolutely.
that you can make something out of nothing. And when I look at an example of success, I really look at my mom.
Mhm.
I think that she was the one person I saw when I was growing up that no matter like what life threw at her, she found a way to get around it.
I love
And there
that.
wasn't a moment where it was like, okay, well, I give up.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore. So for me, that was what success looked like. And I tell her all the time, if you would have had, the level of support that you gave me and my little brother,
Right.
you would have been so much more quote unquote successful.
Statistics show 80% of the people who watch our episodes are not yet subscribed. So if you guys are liking this episode so far, please do us a favor, grow with us, subscribe, like, and comment to see more episodes.
This is Out the Mud Podcast. We look forward to growing with you guys. But the only way we can grow is that you subscribe to our channel. This is Coco.
It's Hollyhood Tay.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. And we're dropping an episode every single Sunday.
Every single Sunday.
Let's go.
Don't miss it. And also follow us on Instagram too.
Yep.
Out the Mud Podcast. Let's get it. Let's grow. Let's go.
On paper as far as money is concerned, and the cars and the clothes and the shoes and the houses and this and the third.
Yeah.
But for me, she's still successful in the fact that she has completed a terminal degree. She has her doctorate degree.
That mama.
Yeah, a doctorate degree,
I
a
love
great
that.
career, has raised 2 great sons.
Yeah.
And just has set herself up for, her retirement and just success. So
Yeah.
I will say that, but I think that would be the person that I saw. I didn't necessarily see someone doing the things that I'm doing
Right.
at my age as
No,
far as like
exactly.
entrepreneurship is concerned, and really getting out there and making an example, and, being active in the community, actively giving back. I think it's one thing to be successful in making money and having the cars and the clothes, but what are you giving back to those that are looking up to you or looking after you or coming after you?
Yeah.
What are you able to pour back into them?
I love that. What's your sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Okay, you earth
Oh,
sign. That's
okay.
why.
Yeah, my
That's
little
why.
brother's a Taurus. Nice.
Yeah, I'm Capricorn, so we earth
Okay.
people.
So you did mention not having like you didn't see like an example of entrepreneurship and things like that. So at what point were you like, all right, I need to take the step and, chase this journey?
I think when I was in college, I graduated from UGA. So
Okay.
in college, I couldn't really figure out what it was that I wanted to do.
Okay.
I went into college saying that I was going to go to law school. I wanted to become an intellectual property lawyer / a patent lawyer. They're the
Oh,
highest
okay.
paid lawyers in the industry. Well, some of the highest paid lawyers in the industry. And I realized that I just wanted to do that because of money and not necessarily because I was
A
interested in it.
passion.
Okay.
So in college, I always struggled to figure out what I wanted to do, where I wanted to work. A lot of my friends came into college and they knew they wanted to work for this firm and they knew that they wanted to do this when they graduated. And I just was sort of there, like
What
getting
I'm
good
doing.
grades, but not
Right.
really knowing, what I was doing or what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I was in college, I started doing network marketing.
Mm.
And that completely changed my life because I was exposed to so many people who were entrepreneurs, who were successful entrepreneurs through sales. So all they had done was sell. And
Okay.
they weren't necessarily just great salesmen in that they could walk up, how some people say, oh, you could sell water to
Fish.
Oh,
to a
well.
fish or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oil to well.
Yeah.
Wasn't necessarily that, but their mindset was completely different than
Different.
anything that I had
Gotcha.
seen before. And that was when I realized success is not rooted in your talent
Yeah.
necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
It's rooted in your ambition and your
Mhm.
mindset.
Absolutely.
So NLM, is that what it is?
MLM.
Yeah, it seems like a
So
lot of people start
multi-level
with that.
marketing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when you were in multi-level marketing, at what point were you like, okay, let me jump into real estate?
So it really didn't even happen that fluidly. So I was in network marketing / MLM from November 6th, 2018 until probably January of 2022. So right at 3 years and a few months.
Okay.
And that sort of died out like a lot of network marketing companies do. They definitely have their hot phase and they had a cold phase. And I just wasn't about to sit through another cold phase. So I went out and I got a corporate job.
Okay.
Actually fell in love with it, thought that that was what I wanted to do,
Right.
and eventually started wanting to purchase a home. I just couldn't figure out what
So,
all went into purchasing a home.
yeah, I feel that.
So someone suggested, well, why don't you just become a realtor so that you can just sell yourself a home and utilize your commission to pay, your down payment or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm not really interested in real estate. Like I don't really care for real estate, but I'm open to it. So I took the classes, whatever. It took me about a year and a half to do the classes. Like the classes literally should take 2 to 3 weeks.
Right.
But it took me a year and a half because I was very on and off with it.
You did it online?
I did it online.
Oh, which school did you go to?
I did Real Estate U.
Okay, Real Estate U.
I got it on Groupon. It was like $75.
I love that. I love that group play. I love it. So, whoop that. And you, how many times did you have to take the test?
I only took it one time.
Clock that.
Ooh,
What was your study guide that you only took it once?
I used Prep Agent and
Okay.
they have like a blue book for the Georgia real estate exam. The thing that people don't realize about the real estate exam is that it's not difficult. It's only difficult if you tell yourself it's going to be difficult.
I feel
So
that.
that's everyone's
Mindset.
first question. How many times did it take you to pass? Because my cousin took it 3 times and she still ain't passed.
Yeah.
This person took it XYZ. Well, I'm not your cousin. I'm not that person. I'm me. So I know what I
Yeah.
have in me, and I know that if I study hard enough, I'm going to pass the exam.
Yeah.
Because the exam, it literally repeats the same questions that you see online. So if you learn how to continue to work those problems, there's no reason for you to not pass that test.
I got that. I got that. So you said that after you left, what is it called?
Network marketing.
Network marketing, you got a corporate job. What was the corporate job? Like, where were you working at?
So I sold software. computer software for K-12.
Sounds like tech sales?
Yes.
Okay.
So computer software for K-12, computer software to K-12 districts, for paying for lunch and meals and field trips and senior dues and all that stuff, like for the parents to go onto an app.
Helping
So
out.
my job was to reach out to different school districts and try to book calls with the people that were in charge of procurement
I love that.
and get them on the books and try to get them a demo, try to get it sold. I enjoyed it because I worked from home, had a really good manager.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she was laid off and then I was laid off. So that's what got me out of corporate. But had that not happened, I probably would still be.
You still
There's
But
so
I
many
was
layoffs in tech, I hear all the time. But they
A
pay
lot.
good, right?
The
Like, you
pay
get paid
was
on the
decent.
appointment. Like, you had
So I had a base salary and then I got paid per appointment.
Okay.
So the pay was decent. Nowhere near what I make now, but it was decent pay for a 22, 23-year-old living at home.
I love that. Well, that was actually going to be the next question that I have for you, is that the company that you was working for before you became a realtor, what was your salary like? Like what you just said, it was
I
decent.
think it was like $49,000.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you
Okay,
get
yes.
but you get commission. So if I'm remembering this correctly, I think if you set 8 appointments, you got like a $1,200 commission, which setting 8 appointments really wasn't bad because that's like setting maybe 2 appointments a week. But sometimes if you set a whole bunch of appointments, like I would literally see bonus checks that were bigger than my actual check.
Oh, wow.
Because we got quarterly bonuses too.
Okay.
So
You like, listen, I need the quarterly bonus checks versus the regular checks. I
Yep.
get that.
The layoff. So the layoff made you jump into, well, you jumped into real estate because you wanted to buy a home. So did you end up buying that home?
Yeah, so I got into real estate August of 2023 was when I passed my test and I jumped right in. And my whole mindset going into real estate was I just want to sell 2 or 3 houses so that I can pay back what I put into it. Pay for all these books, all that good stuff. So I started posting and I ended up getting my first sale in March of 2024.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And then I got another sale April of 2024. And then it just started just moving. Like it was literally just like the ball started rolling. It hasn't stopped.
That's
So
good. That's a
I got
blessing.
laid off October of 2024.
Okay.
And I had already sold 10 or 12 houses.
You got laid off where?
From my job.
Oh, from the job. Yeah,
So I had already sold 10 or 12 houses. So the money, I didn't really care about losing my job money-wise.
right.
I just had found a house that I had fallen in love with. I was under contract on the house. Of course, you can't close on a house if you
Yeah.
get laid off. So that was the unfortunate part. So I went into overdrive with applying to jobs, trying to find another job so that I could get that house. And I had sort of given up on finding another job because of the state of the economy.
Yeah.
And I got a job offer, I think December 31st of last year. And then I found a house, and I had sent my mom this house like 4 or 5 months prior and said that I wanted it. It just was out of my price range. Found the house like January 1st, went under contract and everything. And then I ended up closing on my house February 10th. So I did a little, because I had sold 19 houses last year. So I did a little 1.5, 2 months in corporate to get into my house. And then I resigned from that job. And honestly, I probably would still be at that job had the manager not acted the way that
They
he
did.
did.
That's why everything happens for a reason.
It
And
does.
it's like, it's always be the higher man. I don't know your spiritual belief, but it's always like the higher man, you know what I'm saying? His divine time
Absolutely.
that helps us at the moment we don't see it and don't
Absolutely.
understand it. It's
Mhm.
like, okay, why is this happening? But it's like, no, I got something for you. Just chill.
Yeah.
Now look at you, 2024, that was last year.
Mhm.
You have sold 20 houses. That's good on an average because normally realtors don't sell that much,
Yeah, I think the
especially if they.
average realtor sells 2 or 3.
Oh,
So
wow.
what was was it just posting? What was the system like to get
I
consistent?
can't even say it's a system, like, I can't chalk it up to anything but God,
I feel that.
Mm.
and that's just what I'll say, and I think that it comes down to, like I said, everything goes back to that mindset.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
I see people that post so much more than I do,
Hmm.
more consistently than I do, but they don't have that mindset. Their mindset is, okay, well, I posted, it didn't work, so I'm gonna stop posting.
Mhm.
Or, oh, well, I talked to 100 people today, nobody qualified. Well, talk to 101 and 102, and number 101 and number 102 may end up qualifying.
Yeah,
I
Mhm.
I
talk to so
understand.
many people, like so many people every day. If every single person I talk to on a daily basis, if everybody that I have texted today bought a house, I would work 1 day a year.
I feel that.
It's not that simple.
I feel that.
And anything worth having
It's worth working for.
is worth working
Mhm.
for.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Awesome. So was your family supportive when you jumped in, or your mom or whoever's, most important to you when you jumped into this real estate endeavor?
Yeah, absolutely. They were pretty much whatever I've needed. They've been there. If it's proofreading something or writing out a newsletter for me, or my little brother does like a lot of graphic design, so
I
Awesome.
love that.
designing like my under contract flyers and my closed flyers and
Yes, brother.
all that kind of
Okay.
stuff. So they have been extremely supportive. Even with
I love
me
that.
looking for my house, I probably looked at 100 houses for myself,
And
and I'll
brother.
say at least probably 3/4 of those, my mom and stepdad were there looking
Mhm.
at them with me, giving their opinions. So
Okay.
absolutely supportive.
That's
Was
My
awesome.
there ever a time that you wanted to quit? Like, was there ever a time that you said, you know what, forget this. I don't want to do none of this anymore. No real estate, no corporate. I just want to stay at home and watch TV.
No, there hasn't been a time that I wanted
Watch
to.
TV is crazy.
There wasn't really a time I wanted to quit
Yeah,
real estate. There hasn't been one, and I pray that there never is one.
I feel
I
that.
will say for corporate though, this last job, absolutely.
Yeah.
When you have someone that thinks that they can say what they want to say to you because they don't know who you are and where you're going and what you're
Mm-hmm.
destined for,
Mhm.
it sort of eats at you a little bit. So for a while I was there because I was like, well, I don't want these people to think that I just got this job so that I could get a house, and I'm just gonna leave them and just, they're not gonna have anyone to fill my position and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it took me like actually sitting down and talking to myself to say, like, why are you so worried about them? Like, if you
Right.
died tomorrow, they will have a replacement
Yeah,
for you the next
They
day.
definitely
they
will.
will.
So, I think that in that weighed heavy with me earlier this year. And I didn't sell anything in January or February because I was so focused on that job.
I feel that.
Mm,
And every month since then, I have sold something.
It was
mhm.
time for you to
It
leave.
was time.
Yeah, it was time for you to leave. God didn't want you to stay there and you wouldn't be able to grow. Now that
Absolutely.
you're grown, saying you're growing, it's like, how can you grow if you're gonna be stuck right here?
Yeah,
Exactly.
You can't make your 102 calls if you stuck right here.
you
You
can't.
can't call 102 people if you're stuck right here. So God definitely wanted to
Facts.
move you, and He
Absolutely.
moved you in
It
a
grew you.
way.
Yep.
Yeah, He moved and grew you exactly, and
Mhm.
it's like one of those things. Now look at you now.
So speaking of growth, last year you said 19 homes, right?
Hmm.
January, February, you didn't sell any. So where are you now, now that you were able to focus, transaction wise, and like how many have you closed on this year?
So Wednesday, I closed my 24th home for the
For this
year.
year?
So
Buddy.
Fuck that.
I ain't gonna be
January,
a
February,
realtor. I'm
I
gonna
didn't
call
sell
you.
anything, but March I probably sold 5 or 6. April probably 5 or 6. I think May was 2.
Mm.
June and July may have been 1 apiece. It was a lot going on then with
Yeah.
interest rates and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
August probably 1 or 2, September, maybe 2 or 3. Last month was 3, and then so far this month has been 1. And I have some pre-approvals, some people out touring right now while I'm sitting here, so
I love
fingers crossed
that.
by the time this
Nice.
post,
It's
Okay.
they'll be under
done.
contract.
It's done. It's
So you're
already
working more on the
done.
buyer side or the seller side?
So I have a listing. I have a condo listed in the West End right now, and I have a rental property listed, but I mostly work with buyers.
I feel that.
Now 2 or 3 years from now, I'm probably gonna be it's probably gonna be an even split because I've sold so many homes and I sell a lot of townhouses, so I know that
Okay.
all of
Oh,
those
yeah.
people in 2 or 3 years are gonna be like, "Okay, I'm ready for my upgrade. I wanna upgrade to something else. I'm gonna have to put their house on the market and help
Love
them
that.
find another
Love
house."
True, true.
But starting the foundation of just working with buyers for me has been great.
Mhm.
I feel like working with sellers is cool, but once they sell that house,
You no longer see them
you
again.
know, but my buyers, I'm in their neighborhoods all the time. I've been
Yeah.
showing a house I showed a house in Union City. I absolutely love that neighborhood. I almost bought a house there. And I was just walking up the street with my clients, and another set of my clients that I had sold a house to were there. They
Mm.
invited me in their house, gave me some good food and everything. So
You have created a core with them, a relationship
mhm,
with them. So now
mhm.
that
That's awesome.
they
Yeah.
feel trust, you know, you have given them that trust.
Yeah,
That's
so that's
good.
what I pride
And you
myself
do
on.
more new construction too, right?
I actually this year it may have been more resale than new construction, oddly
Oh
enough,
wow,
but
that's
not
good.
by a big margin, but it's probably 45% new construction, 55% resale. Last year was mostly new construction.
I feel
Okay.
that.
So
I
what
feel
would
that.
you say real estate has done for your life and the trajectory of your family tree?
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely say real estate allowed me to pay my mom's house off last year. So that was a big blessing.
Come through, son.
Um,
I
an
made me cry.
amazing blessing. And
That's
Mm.
just
good.
thank you. And I was able to buy a house earlier this year. I closed on my house February
Mm.
10th. And the week before I closed on my house, I was in the Bahamas. The week after, I was in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, you
And
was
it
living
just
life.
felt really good to be able to have like contract. Like when I left my house, it looked completely different than when I came back. And just to be able to have contractors and pay the amount of money that I did to get my house the way that I wanted it to be. Like I
Right.
got my whole kitchen gutted. I got every single room in that house painted. The only thing that I didn't do was floors. And that was because the previous owner had just replaced all the carpet
Yeah.
and they use really nice like porcelain ceramic floors in the kitchen, real hardwood floors like throughout like the dining room, the living room, and the foyer. So I didn't have to do any of that. But as far as painting the house is concerned, ripping out the kitchen, hanging up all new light fixtures and adding paneling, like I was able every single thing that I had,
You
on
was
my
able to
wish
do
list, I was
that.
able to do.
I love
So
that.
being able to do that was amazing. I was able to pay off all my debt last year. So
Woo.
like all of those different things and
Talking
just
about hustling.
being able to live life, like
I love that.
being able to I mean, I can remember times, what probably 2-3 years ago, swiping my card or having to go up to the gas pump, go inside of the gas station and tell them, hey, let me get, 55 because I know when I swipe my credit card for $275,
It's not gonna
it's
do
not
it.
gonna go through.
I feel that.
So, just being able to do those things. Yeah, just being able to just live life and live life comfortably. I would definitely say that's what real estate has done
I
for
love
me.
that. I love that. So moving forward, with life and all of the good stuff that you have already accomplished, by buying mom house, buying your house, stacking your bread, traveling, enjoying life. What is the future? What does the future hold for you? Like, what are you gonna start investing or coaching, teaching other new realtors how to become a successful realtor?
That's a great question. I just got my North Carolina license, and y'all are actually the first like publicly to hear about that. I
Oh
haven't even
my
broke
goodness,
that.
because North Carolina
So,
is growing.
I have my North Carolina license now. So that is, a market that I'm shifting into.
Okay.
And I'll say as far as coaching and stuff is concerned, like I have some unofficial mentees that I help, but I don't really want to
Cool. I
coach
feel that.
because I did that in network marketing,
I feel that.
and it's a lot.
Yeah,
You
it's a
know,
lot.
you have to deal with a lot of different personalities, and it's really just babysitting and holding adults accountable.
Yeah.
And you will get, one or two people that take it serious, but for the most part, people are not gonna take it serious. They're gonna pay all that money, just not take it seriously.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna come back and say, "Oh, well, it didn't work. It didn't work for me yet because you didn't do anything with it." So, but
Yeah.
so I thought about that. I started writing a little bit of an ebook and like a course, but
Okay.
I've put a fork in that because I'm like, I don't think that's what I want to do at this moment.
Right.
And if I did anything, it wouldn't be real estate coaching. It would be general business coaching.
I feel that. So to get your license, because I know in Georgia you have to take a test, but to get your license for North Carolina, do you have to do the whole thing all over again?
So they have something called reciprocity. So with me already being licensed in Georgia, I could just get all my documents saying I'm in good standing, all that good stuff, and not necessarily transfer my license, but just get another license in North Carolina. I just have to do continuing education in North Carolina.
Oh, that's it? Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I guess that's just like, okay, yeah.
Sort of like, I think nurses do that, teachers do that.
Claims adjusters do it because,
Yeah.
I used to do that. Okay, cool.
Okay. So, what does your day-to-day look like now?
That's a great question. It depends on what day, honestly. Sometimes my day-to-day is me being at home all day, and I'm a transparent entrepreneur. Some days my day-to-day is getting up, cooking breakfast, getting back in the bed, and watching TV all day. And then some days my day-to-day, like last week I spoke at Career Day. So I got up at 7 a.m. to get dressed, get ready for Career Day. Went and spoke to the kids, had to drive from Stockbridge to Dallas and handle a closing out there. Closing was delayed, had to talk to the bank and do all of that. Got the loan closed. Drove back home, got new construction content, talking to people, the whole time there, whole time back. Probably didn't really sit down and lay down until 10 or 11. So some days my days look like that. And that's why those chill days are so important. And I'll tell any entrepreneur, you don't need to follow what you see on Instagram. A lot of people feel like Instagram is reality. Oh, I'm supposed to go hard every single second of the day. I'm supposed to get up at 5 a.m., drink a gallon of water,
Dip your face
go to
in
the
it.
gym,
Wait, hold on.
sit in the sauna, come back home, walk 2 miles in my neighborhood, do all this before 8 a.m., then cook breakfast, meal prep, go to work, be an entrepreneur
Coco,
too,
like, shit, that's how I like my life.
and then put my kids on the bus and go to work again and eat a snack and cook lunch and get my kids off the bus and walk another 2 miles. Like, that's not real life.
Hold on, wait.
And I don't, and like people look at it like, okay, well, yeah, I'm just supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that. That's how you burn yourself out.
Wait,
No, you're right.
I'm gonna tell you the reason
You're
why
right.
we laughing. Every single thing that you just said,
That's her life,
But
for
that,
sure.
but the thing is
That is-
works for you because you're an
Yeah.
entrepreneur.
Yeah, when I tell you that's my life, but
The fact that you don't burn out, like,
yeah, then I was about to say he's absolutely correct in reference to that. You can go hard, and then you have to have that time that you do absolutely nothing.
You have to recharge.
You gotta be completely like lazy. It's no such thing as working 7 days a week, 24/7. I have one day out the week that I'm gonna be lazy, and it's during the week. Because I already know
Need
Saturdays
that.
and Sundays is busy for
For
me.
me
Need
too.
that.
You know what I'm saying? So my either Wednesday or Thursday, I'm chill. I ain't taking nobody to school. I'm chill. I'm at home watching Ricky. Like I'm chill. So you absolutely right. As an entrepreneur, you have to really set those boundaries, because if not, and then don't be on social media 24/7, because like you said, you're gonna be comparing yourself to someone else.
Mhm.
Dang, they got a
Mhm.
private jet, and here
Yep.
I am.
Like, damn,
Like,
I'm behind.
I'm
type shit.
behind.
When you got all these accomplishments. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, be gentle with yourself. And that's
Mhm.
all he's basically saying, is be gentle
Mhm.
with yourself. Don't overdo yourself because you see somebody else,
Mhm.
doing
And
it.
just
So
because you think that that's what is going to get you to the next level.
it's not.
Mhm.
Success is not linear at all.
Right.
And I think a lot of people
Mhm.
think if I do, success looks like 1, 2, 3,
Mhm.
4. Sometimes success looks like going from 1 to 8, back to 1
Yep.
Yeah.
to 5,
Yep.
back to -2. But then -2 might take you to 20, which is further than
Mhm.
you've already been. Like,
Absolutely.
success is
It's different for everybody.
different for
I
everyone.
love
For
that. You got
sure.
me doing the YK.
So
'Cause get that out the door. Get that out your head.
we have a question that
Mhm.
we always end the podcast with, and we ask every guest on our podcast. So I want you to think deep about this.
Okay.
If you could go back and talk to your younger self and give one piece of advice, you only have one, what would you say?
But I'm gonna give y'all what will be the real answer.
No, give
Okay.
us the
But
both.
one answer that I would say is not to be so hard on myself.
Okay.
Mm.
I feel
But
that.
on the flip side of the same token, had I not been as hard on myself as I have been, I don't know where I would be.
Success, right?
I think I would just be average.
Yeah.
So I can't really go with that one.
Okay.
The other one I would say is to buy Bitcoin. As much
Yo, for
Bitcoin as I
real.
could.
Wow.
I remember
Oh, man.
when I was in high school, I got into a car accident. I got like a $3,000 or $4,000 settlement. That $3,000 or $4,000 at the time could have got me 2 Bitcoins, and that could have literally been over $200,000 now.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So absolutely buy Bitcoin. And if
Mhm.
you are watching this and you haven't bought any cryptocurrency, go buy some crypto, because we still are in the beginning stages of crypto.
Mhm. I had someone that was 15,000 back during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I sold it.
Yep, most people did.
You should have
And
held
do.
on to
Oh
it.
my God,
I
I
hold
should have
on
held
to
on
it.
to
I
it.
always hold on
That
to
was
it.
100. Well, it had dropped to 99
Mm-hmm.
last week.
I think
and
it's
now
like
it's back at
104
100.
right now.
Yeah, now it's back over 100, but
Oh,
it's definitely
wow.
going to the moon. So tell the people who want to become a realtor, or the folks who want to buy a house, how can they find you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is LEVIXAUSTIN. I also have a real estate Instagram, but honestly, my real estate Instagram and my personal Instagram run together. So,
Mhm.
Okay.
but my real estate Instagram is the Realtor. So TheRealtorLevi. DMing me on Instagram is the quickest way to get in contact with me.
He will
I
reply back.
respond to everybody. My pet peeve is DMing people and they don't respond. Like,
Yeah.
that actually is so annoying to me.
Yeah.
So I would say probably 2 hours of my day is spent responding to comments and DMs on Instagram. But
You
that is
definitely
so
do that.
important, because at the end of the day, that's where my clients come from.
Yeah.
So if
Okay.
you DM me on Instagram and you just have questions about real estate or want to get started, want to see what your options are, all that good stuff, definitely hit me up there.
I love it. I
Awesome.
love it. You're the man. So
I appreciate it.
definitely listen, guys. Levi has dropped some real gems here today. And I also love that the most about you, that you're so smooth and subtle about yourself. He didn't just talk about money. He talked about his mindset, responsibility, and becoming the one that breaks the cycle for the next generation. Levi, thank you for coming out.
Of course.
Thank you for coming on to Out the Mud podcast, for sharing your story, being transparent with us. We really, truly thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him, tap in with his journey, support his business, and keep your eyes on everything he's got coming next, because this is just the beginning.
Absolutely.
And to our listeners, remember, your now is not your forever. Your start doesn't decide you finish. What you plant today shifts what your family ends tomorrow.
Yep.
Stay locked in. Keep showing up. Keep getting out the mud. This is Coco.
This Hollyhood Tay.
And we just had Levi, the real estate. Thank you, Levi.
All right, we're going to
Thank
see y'all next
for the
episode.
opportunity. I appreciate it. And y'all go ahead and subscribe to Out the Mud.
Yeah.
Clock that.